done what we do best as we seek to build a capable fourth industrial revolution army. We then launched our first youth economic walk into economic freedom, because we realized that it is high time that the economic freedom that we talk about is realized, and when we talk about realization of it, we look at the key aspects that drive the economic freedom, and that accumulated to the fact that we had a number of young people who had to undertake certain skills. Deputy President, we launched a program, as I made reference to earlier, that of building a capable 4IR army, and we identified critical skills as the department that is mandated to drive digital transformation in South Africa and government. As you are aware, we can never be successful in driving digital transformation if we do not capacitate people with digital skills. Many people have been putting pressure that they really do not see the work that we do, because, Deputy President, you are on our pace in ensuring that we don't just mark the boxes or tick the boxes, but we do and leave our footprint thoroughly. And that means we provide the people of South Africa, especially the young ones, with the critical skills of the future. Young people from this area, including Amelo, have benefited from these programs that I'm speaking about. Hence, we'll be talking about handing over certificates to including those SMMEs that we trained on cell phone repairs. When we talk of the digital economy, we tend to think that it's something that is meant to benefit the few, and we forget that we are the drivers of the digital economy as the people of Nkomazi. We are the ones that have cell phones here. We are the ones that buy data from MTN, Vodacom, Telkom, Cell C, and others. We are the ones that consume the content on YouTube, Twitter, and everything. We are the ones that create content on WhatsApp, Facebook, and other platforms. But at the center of that, we are the ones that get to tell the great stories that get to make South Africa what it is today, a best attractive place for investment. And therefore we said, therefore, the first thing, people can't live without a cell phone. But who are the people that fixes the cell phone when they're in problem or whatever challenges that they experience? We said, let's provide an opportunity to young people of this area to be able to undertake that journey. At the center of this, Deputy President, once more, is the group of young people that we identified together in Amelo that have undergone a training in radio, television, and interactive media in Sugaligwa municipality in Amelo. I said you are people that get to tell stories. And if we are to tell stories, as we are in a process of migrating South Africa, especially the broadcasters, to a digital platform, we've got to make sure that as we create more channels for SABC, there are people who can broadcast that work coming from our areas. Of course, we do see what is happening in the broadcasting space. Deputy President, all of these that I'm talking about will not find expression if the people of our country are not connected to internet. This is why day and night we are working hand in hand to make sure that we get funding to roll out the SA Connect, that is our broadband program, and of course working with the Presidential Infrastructure Fund. We are hoping that we will kickstart our process as soon as all protocols have been undertaken. This is a commitment that we have made, Deputy President. As you will recall, when I signed my performance agreement, you did indicate that we can never repeat the mistakes of the past, that of dividing our people. And in this context, we can never continue to do the work that is being done in terms of undermining people because of where they stay and therefore discriminate against them. My responsibility is to make sure that we bridge the digital divide. And as we talk about that, we took a conscious decision as the department that for us to be successful and effective in driving that digital transformation agenda and connecting the unconnected, we've got to work hand in hand with our industry. I must say here upfront, Deputy President, that we are grateful for the collaboration and the support that we get from the industry. We may be accused of being captured when we defend them and we look at certain policy positions that we take, but we are cognizant of the fact that our economy, to be balanced, we need to make sure that the private sector thrives, because when the private sector thrives, we generate tax, and Minister Mboweni gets excited because it's going to have money to pay for teachers, to pay for roads and other things. But at the center of that, as the minister responsible, is to say, I would have achieved my performance target of building a digital society because the people of my country would have access to quality connectivity and therefore be able to enjoy the economic spin-offs of the digital economy that we are talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, I did say that I'm not the key person today. The Deputy President is here, but Deputy President, just to highlight one of the commitments again that my entities have made. We have CETA, which will conduct training on coding and basic computer skills. They will provide 4 bursaries to top learners. Of course, we are building our own industry. So we're not going to fund learners that are going to be teachers and others. We want young people who are going to be engineers, who are going to be technologists, software developers, and everything that we talk about. And those will come from this area. And again, on top of that, we'll be providing operating systems for all the laptops that have been delivered in the 5 schools. And of course, Deputy President, we would not have achieved this that we want to achieve in terms of building a digital society if we are only targeting the youth in school. Whilst we are complaining about unemployment outside, we're talking about graduates that are unemployed, we're talking about matriculants that are sitting at home, and our responsibility is to show that technology can change your life, which is why we partnered with the TVET Emashinini through a CETA CSI program, wherein we will be running a virtual program that we will bring in sites. We bring the 3D printers, we bring the drones, everything that goes with that, and train the unemployed graduates and matrics, including those that have interest in software development. These we do because we believe that when we empower young people with skills and expose them to technologies, they are better placed to advise government on which legislations and policies to put in place in order to help people of South Africa to benefit in the digital economy. Deputy President, before I sit down, as I thank all the sponsors that have contributed here, our mantra in the department is to coordinate in order to collaborate for effective execution. We don't want to just collaborate, because if it is not properly coordinated, there's going to be redundancy of services, and we may leave or exclude others, not intentionally so. Hence, we emphasize the coordination part and the effective execution. We just visited this morning in Nelspruit one gentleman who has been a beneficiary of the cell phone repair shops, and I would like to invite you, as you seated here, from the municipality, government departments, and the private sector, including the communities, to go to that clinic shop, wherein you can therefore get your cell phone treated, because they said they're a clinic. They said, Minister, we treat cell phones. You are people of patience. Here you bring your cell phone as sick as it is, and we make sure that by the time you leave here, your cell phone is properly fixed. They deliver throughout the country. You just log on into their website and you fill in whatever information, including giving the problem that or the fault that your cell phone has, and they will give you a quotation and you get to Korea. I want to extend our gratitude to our partners, as I said. Of course, I have to mention them: CLM Africa, Cisco, MTN, and all the entities that report to the department. We would not have realized the objectives of this outreach had it not been for you, critical partners. We take pride in the fact that we are given an opportunity to work hand in hand with you, and this is why we are confident that indeed we're going to bridge the digital divide and build the capable fire army that we're talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to bring to you your own son. I want to bring to you a brother. I want to bring to yourself a father. I want to bring to you a leader who has for many years dedicated his life in ensuring that he imparts knowledge as he was a teacher during his days. Of course, he was not just any other teacher, as you may have read or heard about his stories, and amongst the things that he excels in, I'm sure you have seen it, playing chess. They tell me that he can play it by himself, and the queen and the king gets to be decided by him. As I say that, this is a leader who has made sure that he contributes immensely to the freedom of our country, and therefore has assigned himself with a progressive movement of the people, the one that God chose for South Africans, the African National Congress, because it is not because of the wisdom of the people of the ANC that the ANC is in power. It is because God and our ancestors have agreed that the ANC be given an opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on stage the Deputy President, the Black Cat himself, Deputy President Mabuza.
Thank you very much. Program Director, thank you very much. I'm happy to see you again after a long time. Minister of Communication and Digital Technologies, Ms. Abrahams, leaders in the province, thank you very much. I'm happy to see you again. It has been a long time. Nisaphila nina. Babungoma, nisaphila nami. Let me thank all our administrative staff. I saw the DG of the province and all other HODs that are in our midst. Thank you very much for coming. I didn't see any MEC. They decided not to come. Are they still here? Do we still have MECs in the province? DG, you must convey our message that we miss them. We miss them very much. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Thank you very much. I'm very pleased that we are here today at this municipality. This is a journey that I've traveled before, and it's a journey that I'm prepared to travel today, and it's a journey that I'll travel in the future. This is one of the best municipalities in the province. In terms of education, you have been doing very well. You have made a very big impact in terms of educating young people, and I'm happy that the minister saw these talent that is, you can only find it in commerce. And he chose some young people that she decided to send them to school. Let me take this opportunity to thank the Department of Communication and Digital Technologies NEMISA, and all the other partners for making this day a reality. This act enhances partnership between government and its citizens, and between government and the private sector. We also thank the department for making sure that we deliver on our promises that we have made in June 2018 in Emelo. I was with the minister then, to, among others, train 30 young people who today possesses skills in radio and television. Certainly, as a country, we have made major strides in delivering basic freedoms like education, as well as access to other basic amenities, which are necessary to facilitate human development and opportunities for the fulfillment of our potential as a people. At the same time, significant challenges remain prevalent in ensuring equity for many South Africans as far as access to technology and ICT tools are concerned. This impacts negatively in leveling the playing field for young people to realize their dreams and potential, especially in the emerging world of the fourth industrial revolution that is characterized by artificial intelligence and robotics, to name a few. Therefore, access to technology is very important in facilitating development and in tackling disparities in society. This is the reason our visit here today, especially for the community of Nkomazi, the people of Mpumalanga, and South Africa in general. It is an important occasion to enable young people, by extension, youth enterprises that emerge from such enabled environment to shine. This ICT infrastructure will also contribute to eliminating the disparities in terms of internet access, including bridging the gap between the school and the home environment in just ensuring continuous learning beyond the classroom situation. The COVID-19 pandemic has further highlighted the importance of adapting with change, as demonstrated by the use of virtual platform and online learning beyond traditional methods that we used to do in the classroom. Therefore, a house without a television, a house without a radio, without a mobile phone, computer, and internet connection to entertain and educate, that hampers development. This suggests that our televisions, set-top boxes, tablets, and mobile phones possesses enormous potential beyond mere texting, social media, and games, but it can be used as a powerful tool for education. Therefore, this infrastructure offers an opportunity for our young people to feel included in government programs aimed at recognizing and harnessing their innate talents and where their innovation is appreciated. That is why I have no doubt that these cyber labs that we've opened today will in return enable the schools to lead in the skills revolution, in skills development and preparing these learners and staff to contribute to the community, to the province, and to the country at large. To the sponsors of these cyber labs, a sincere appreciation is extended to you, since these labs will assist the local schools and the surrounding community in capacitating our young people to build their enterprises. Ngomas is one of the disadvantaged areas, but its people have proven to be diligent in the use of their natural intellect to achieve many things. Youth enterprises are especially important because they provide our young people with a hand up instead of hand out. These enterprises have an immeasurable role to play in addressing socio-economic challenges that negatively affect this region of our country. As you know, there is a direct connection between investing in digital skills, digital innovation, and building a digital skilled South African population. Our role as government, as civil society, as the private sector, is to work hard to reverse and transcend these inequalities, which threaten our country's social cohesion and nation building. What is done here today is a showcase of bigger things to be done in the country to ensure that no citizen should be denied connectivity, be it television, be it radio, you can name it. What we are doing here today is to put in facilities that will enable our communities, our young people, to connect with anyone and with any knowledge, any information lying anywhere around the world. They will be able to access that information. Eliminating digital divide, disparities in internet access and access to computers and tablets will be one way of making a contribution that takes our country one step forward. These facilities that we are bringing today should enable this community to connect with education, wealth anywhere in the world, access health facilities anywhere, communicate with anyone wherever they are. They must access information wherever it is found. We must say thank you to the Minister and for all the sponsors that made it possible that today we have this infrastructure. We must thank the department for the effort that you've put in training these young people that Minister you've selected in MLO. We are sure that these young people will try and improve their community where they live. They will provide a service in their own community and ensure that they partner, they hold hands in the development of their own community, in the development of their own country. Once more, thank you very much for this effort, Minister. We are looking forward that these learners that have graduated will also pass the skills to other young people. In this case, each one teach one. We are no longer going to utilize these shops that you find in town to repair our cell phones. We are going to repair our cell phones here. And more young people are going to be taught how best to fix their own cell phones. I'm relatively proud about the families that were visited today. Very poor families that for the first time they've received the set of boxes, they've received their televisions. Now this means that these families can now connect with the world. As I'm talking here now, they can be in a position to hear me, to see me, to listen to me. This is one step in the right direction. I'm sure as we roll out this program, Minister, we are going to identify those people that are getting social grants, that are not able to buy this set of boxes, that are not able to buy these televisions. They are going to be assisted by the department, so that gradually, steady but surely, we eliminate the divide and the disparities and the inequality that currently exists. To the school principals and the entire community of Nkomazi, this infrastructure that has been delivered to you, contributed to you, it was done so in a good gesture. And I'm sure you are going to look after this infrastructure. Many times, such donations go to vain. These computers are stolen. Government is trying very hard to try and improve our situation, but we, the people, we are dragging all those efforts, dragging them down. I'm sure that Nkomazi will be different. You will hold this contribution, this development with both your hands and move forward. This means a lot in your life. This means a lot in your development. Knowledge is always associated with power. If you're knowledgeable, you'll be powerful. If you're knowledgeable, you will be always able to navigate your journey into the future. I want to once more thank all those who made this contribution, especially the Minister, for thinking about you. It's very rare. There are too many people in this country that could have received this infrastructure, but the Minister decided to choose Nkomazi. You are very lucky. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, His Excellency the Deputy President, for the words, kind words and words of wisdom that he just delivered to us. We are about to